Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
So we're all set for football now from snowy Pittsburgh. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
Like 80.
Hey, 4 down.
First carry for James Conner. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
Like 20.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger, and he connects with Vance McDonald. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Blue 30.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Johnson, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
At the 38-yard line. Set, block 15. Here we go, G, get off the field.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ready, round 80. Watch the slap, watch the slap.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Set 180, block 11. Here we go.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. With that, let's take a look here at the Charger defense.
Melvin Ingram is beginning to come into his own as an outside linebacker. Strong, solid, with an excellent first step.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Rivers out quickly here to Allen. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Gordon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. On third down, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Fielded at the 33. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Ready? Like 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Black, what's that?
Hey, Mike.
On first and 10 is Counter. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Wide 80.
Bandit. Hey, got tight left, got his left. 4 down, 4 down.
On second down, Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. Brings up third down.
Black 80.
Here we go. Check 37. Check 37.
On third down, it's Counter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it first and 10 at the 40. To throw, Rivers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Rivers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Black 20.
From the 39, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Roethlisberger now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
180.
Roethlisberger will hand a counter. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's counter. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
4 down, 4 down.
This is Samuels. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Desmond King on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. 36.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They started on the ground with Eckler. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught by Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Rivers now 7 of 10 here in this 1st half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Black 15! It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. One receiver left, that's Allen. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. Now Rivers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. They go play action. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd and 3.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready? 190. 98 to Mike. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Wait, 89.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And caught by Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
A second down throw for Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rivers again. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Rivers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. To throw is Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon, as we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check.
Rivers now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Stay there. Stay there. Hey, bro, 80. Watch the run. Watch the run. 80 high.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Rivers. It's caught. Patton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right back to Connor here on first. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, Rivers. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch 89. Watch 89. Single, 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 single.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
James Washington. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Start. 180.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Hey.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Connor. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
180.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete to Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Ty Long now, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Connor running right. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the interception here, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Rivers now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. He's got Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Roethlisberger, he's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the carry, it's Samuels. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Block 80!
He's timing me. He's timing us.
They'll run again with Samuels on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Mike, 49. Watch the curl.
Throwing on second and 3. Roethlisberger. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. They'll run here with Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
On play action, Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Roethlisberger will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Black 20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the Chargers' 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gordon on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Gordon. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd and short. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Collect the team!
Hey, eat. Hey, keep it up.
A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time. And actually, you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.